Welcome back to Thriving Black Mom. If you're interested in being encouraged on your motherhood journey, or just need some tips and tricks to go along the way, this is the channel for you. By the way, I'm Zawadi. Welcome here if you're new, and welcome back if you're regular. One thing I'd like to talk about today is how important it is to make time for yourself, because the reality is if you don't make time for you, you're never going to have it. Hey, please like and subscribe for more content and hit the little bell so you don't miss any notifications. Okay, back to the video. I wish I knew earlier on in my motherhood journey how important it was to take care of myself, not just taking care of the needs of my children. I love my kids. Growing up, I come from a big family. I always idolized being a mom. I looked forward to being a mom. When I got married, I just couldn't wait to be a mom. And my daughter came about a year and like 1 month after I was married. I was super excited. And I was just like poured like everything, my heart, soul, mind, all my focus was like into raising her, which is beautiful in a sense because that's a natural instinct that we as mothers have. But in the process of pouring into her, then when my son came along, I did the same thing. I neglected myself so much, like not just like emotionally but physically. Even like I can go back over like how many times I didn't take time to like dress in a way that made me feel good, or like I would skip showers because my baby was crying, so I'd jump out of the shower, or I get ready to go and take a shower and they just have a fit, so I'm like, well, I guess I'm just not going to do that. Or I wouldn't take care of my hair because the process just took so long. If any of you have natural hair, you know sometimes the detangling can take some time. And if my baby was crying, then I would just not take care of myself. And it was really, really bad to a point where I had some people try to intervene. Like my mom, my cousin, she's a little older than me and has more children. She was like, hey, if you don't make time for you, no one else will. And that was really hard for me to come to understand. But now looking back in hindsight, I'm so grateful that they were honest with me. The reality is we want to be everything to our children, but we cannot. It's humanly impossible to be everything to everybody that we love and care about. We can show up for them as best we can, but if we do not prioritize taking time for ourselves and taking care of ourselves, we are incapable of showing up for the people that we love the most. If you don't take time to take care of yourself, you just have 5 minutes of just quiet. It doesn't even have to be something fancy like going to a spa or getting your nails done or whatever. Those are all great. But just 5 minutes of silence or 5 minutes of staying in the bathroom by yourself. That for a mom is self-care. Just to hear yourself think, just to calm your mind so that when you go out and you're around your kids, you're able to show up as a calm and present mom, not a mom who's overwhelmed, stressed, burdened with the day-to-day things that you have going on in life. Because if you've taken no time for yourself, realistically, you don't have much to give your kids. You're giving them the bare minimum. And yes, that sometimes that's what you got to do, but you shouldn't live in survival mode. We're here to thrive, not just survive. So one of my tips would be, you are a mom, a young mom, is to make 5 minutes daily for yourself. That could be 5 minutes of journaling. That could be 5 minutes of just going down through all the things that you're grateful for. That could be 5 minutes of just sitting in the bathroom by yourself in silence. And yes, there may be times where your kid is crying, and I would like to encourage you to, yes, go and comfort your child, but make sure they're okay. And sometimes there are times where you have to power through. They may be crying, but it may be better for you to take those 5 minutes to be by yourself so that you can show up and be present with them instead of you're being with them constantly, and now you're exasperated because you're overwhelmed and you're stressed. You're not really able to meet their emotional needs because you're so overwhelmed with your own. So I encourage you to make time up for yourself. And even if you feel guilty about it, they will be okay. And you will be okay. And they will get a better version of you. For so many times, I would feel so guilty about needing time to myself or needing time to recharge, or I'd feel guilty about letting anybody help me because I felt like I'm their mom. I should be able to do it all for my kids. But that is delusional. That is not thriving. That is delusional. No human being is meant to do that. I can hear my kid coming up, so they may walk in, FYI. We all need other people, and if we don't make time for ourselves, we will not be able to be the best mom that we want to be. She wanted to be in the video, so I told her she'd come on over. Hi. And this is my oldest. Say hi.
Hi.
Yes, so be blessed. And we'll see you in our next episode of Thriving Black Mom. Say bye-bye.
Bye.